So how far away are we from literacy in terms of dealing with the information that we see on social media? Did the pandemic help, considering that many of us went online, for the most part during the pandemic, during the lockdowns? No, have you seen at least an increase or an improvement in social media literacy in terms of spotting fake news?
So I think what we're seeing that's quite new and working with different civil society organizations, human rights organizations, parang that training geared towards media literacy and fact checking seems to be parang dati, di ba? It was more of a remit of the journalists only to do this.
Mm,
So now
yes.
what we're seeing is human rights organizations, civil society organizations, election advocacy groups seem to have more buy-in to media literacy and fact-checking efforts na parang mas nagiging widespread siya. It's a mandate that has become more normalized across civil
Mm,
society. And I think that's a good thing.
yes.
What I hope happens as well is our government, our lawmakers are also supportive of media literacy efforts, are also supportive of investigative and deep research on the topic. So parang na hindi lang ito parang pinapasa to the teachers, to the journalists or civil society, but there needs to be real investment in media literacy efforts and also doing independent monitoring, independent research around disinformation networks. So parang palaging whenever there's a new scandal, policymakers seem to want to craft like a new law around it. But why don't they support the actual people who have been doing
Yeah.
research and investigations and media
Mm,
literacy efforts around this, as
Mm.
opposed to
mm.
just trying to unmask the troll. Na parang ganun pa din yung mindset ng
Right,
ating
right.
lawmakers, and I find that very disappointing.
I did.
I would agree with you. I think there's no political will to hold them into real account.
Mm.
So it's an industry open secret that a lot of campaigns in influence operations are done in the corporate boardroom, in the respectable boardroom of an advertising or a public relations firm. That influencers don't operate in isolation, but influencer firms actually integrate influencers and coordinate influencers into strategic action, including for politicians. But we've only been asking them easy questions. Some of these people get invited to Senate hearings, but they're asked, yeah, like very easy questions. And politicians are tiptoeing around these people. These are also powerful people. These are economic elites who control a lot of advertising money as well, diba? And I think that's what makes it very hard to create transparency mechanisms around this industry. Na parang they're so integrated into how our media landscape works. And I think we need more investigative research following the money trail and really assigning accountability to these people. And sana parang there's more willingness to talk about it and to create more transparency into the business of political campaigns.